has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7. Raiders nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
By Trey Herndon. It's a gain of 9. Brings up
on 2nd down, Eckler.
At the 50-yard line.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Marcus Jordan with the pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First down, Chargers.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 37 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball and try and get things settled down a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nothing.
Second and 11 now. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 26-yard line. Now Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st and goal, Chargers.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Herbert off of play action. He'll buy some time right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Rashaan Evans on the tackle.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On 1st down, it's Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. Herbert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
A gain of 9.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Going on the ground with Eckler. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Off the option, that's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mariota. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw, Mariota. Sliding out of the pocket toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Ball carried by number 34.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. The decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Diving catch. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. Mariota to throw it. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's Eckler again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Nick Kwiatkowski there on the tackle. 5 yards on the
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Here is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up
play action this time for Justin Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And it'll be intercepted. A great read and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10
at the 20. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mariota is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, Mariota. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Grant. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the 1st.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, Herbert. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
The ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 40 yards out, the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Chargers 30, Raiders 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First down.
Mariota. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To the air again, Mariota. And he took the hit one-handed. He got 29 yards that time.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. And they'll turn their power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs, and he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time, and the try for 2 is snuffed out.
Raiders 12.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Brings up 2nd and
They'll run here with Eckler.
The 28-yard line. Tonight's final score.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So, for the Chargers, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.